So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. He is risen, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Finally, the weather turned into being glorious today. Still a little bit cool, but we are going to have some beautiful weather coming up this week. I think we just finished up a dogwood winter because the dogwoods are in full bloom here in East Tennessee, and they are beautiful. There is nothing more glorious than a pink dogwood tree. That and weeping willows, those are my favorite. They are my favorites, and they are beautiful right now. And we got pretty chilly and very rainy over the past couple of days. So I think we went through dogwood winter. But I hope you've had a wonderful holiday, and you know what a just day of victory it is for us here on Easter Sunday, because that is the day that we celebrate. We celebrate it every day, but Christ is risen. So I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you had a good meal and, you know, got to spend some good family and friend time with those that you love. So here's the deal. This is sort of a long story, but I want to share it, so I'm going to try to condense it down. And because I've had a little bit more of an awakening and more personal revelations in terms of how I feel about things, what we're doing, and what we need to continue to do here at Appalachia's Homestead, and what we need to continue to do to encourage you to be more prepared, to continue to be prepared. So I put up 2 videos on Friday. So this is Sunday night. Friday morning, I got up very early at 4:30, and I was working on one of my videos. I put up a video from that Thursday into Friday, and basically I talked about the unfortunate reality of Venezuela. And then I put up the video about my vanilla extract, right? So I was working on the second video, the vanilla extract video. And it was 4:30 in the morning. Everybody was asleep. I was sitting on the couch working on my little laptop, and I'm telling you, I heard a voice say, "Get another freezer." These moments come to us when, as I say, in my belief, the Holy Spirit is talking to you. The Holy Spirit will guide you if you pray for that and you are open to that. So I'm sitting there, and it's always in these moments that you're not really expecting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sitting here, it's 4:30 in the morning, right? I'm working. I'm trying to get things done early so we can start the day and move on for the weekend, busy Easter weekend. And I was like, you go, what? You know, you kind of argue with it sometimes, because you're like, what? And in my mind, I remember looking around, and I said, I don't have room for that. I don't have room. And when I looked over to my left, where my little coffee table is, that's where I keep my laptop, and I have a little lamp, and, you know, it's where I work a lot of times. And I got the vision, suddenly, the table was gone, and there was a little freezer sitting there. And I heard the voice say, don't give me that. You can use that as the same size as a coffee table just as well. You can put something cute on the top. You can keep your laptop on top. You can put your lamp right on top. Don't make an excuse. Go get another freezer. So that was 4:30 Friday morning. So I thought about it. I got rattled a little bit by it. Went about the morning, took care of my animals, got my video up. And James and I and the boys went and ran a couple of errands for Easter weekend, right? And we went into Aldi. And when we went around the Aldi and we came around to the freezer section, I stopped. I froze. No pun intended, I froze. And I said, James, I got to tell you something, because I hadn't told him yet. And he was like, what? And I said, we have to get another freezer. He said, okay, why? Is something wrong? So I told him. You know, you're always a little bit hesitant to tell these things, like I was to him, and a little bit to you, because, you know, it's that moment of, am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. God is moving you. So we walked and James said, okay, where do you want to go get one? I mean, this is how my husband is. He's so wonderful. So that was Friday, midday, afternoon, early afternoon. So fast forward again. So I went through Friday. We ran our errands. We ran our day. Friday night, I went to bed at 11:30. And I like to listen to certain videos. I don't know about you, but I'll play Celtic music or Last of the Mohicans soundtrack, my favorite always. Or, I'll listen to certain videos. And I noticed a video popped up on my home screen. I'd never seen this gentleman before in my life. I've never seen him before, ever in my life. And I thought, ooh, this looks kind of serious. Where did this come from? So I hit play. So the gentleman's name, he is a pastor. His name is Whitfield Harrington. Maybe you're a subscriber to his channel. I've certainly been listening to a lot of his sermons and his videos of him talking to us. But I hit that. I thought this looks interesting. And it was a video that he put up apparently maybe just a couple of days ago. And he talks about something being worse than COVID. And I thought, this looks kind of serious. What has he got to say? So I was laying there and James was laying there and we were listening. And when you get to this, I believe it's 6-minute and 8-second mark, he goes into saying to you or to me, whoever listens, and he says, what would you have done different prior to COVID if you had known what was coming? I had to pause the video because if you go back to the video that I recorded the night before, which is Thursday evening on the driveway, and I uploaded it and I talked about Venezuela, we talked about this. I mean verbatim. Verbatim. And I looked over at James and James like, are you okay? And I said, I just said this. And he was like, I said, how in the world? He said, Patera, he said, God, the Holy Spirit is probably talking to a lot of people with the same message right now about what would you have done different? How should you be preparing right now when you know something is coming? You don't know exactly when, but you know it's coming. So I had a very emotional experience at the, I did. I got very emotional because to me, this is reaffirming to me that what we are doing or what our little family is trying to do is what I feel God is telling us to do. The thing is I got up Saturday morning, the next morning, and strangely enough, the first comment that I opened up seeing here on YouTube was a horrible comment telling me how I'm trying to do nothing but scare people and doomsday people and that I'm not a Christian. And that threw me back because to me, here I was literally 24 hours prior going through an experience, if you want to call it that, where I feel God and the Holy Spirit is reminding me to keep going forth with what we're doing. Then I had the whole experience of hearing a pastor, whose videos are very good, by the way. You should check them out. Saying the exact same thing. I've never seen this man. I've never heard of this man. I've never watched his videos. He's never shown up in my feed. And James said, Patera, think of all the millions upon millions of videos that are on YouTube. What are the odds that this is the first video that shows up, right? Not only that, but you actually hit play. You don't do that every time, do you? And I'm like, no. But see, when you get caught into these moments where you realize that you are doing the right thing for you and your family, and you are trying to prepare people to do the best that they can for their family and their friends and their farm and their communities, there's certain things that don't like that. We are in the biggest spiritual warfare battle. It is bigger than we know. It is bigger than you realize. And it shows up in so many different forms. So I want you to know that I just moved on, and it has reaffirmed for me that what we are doing and what I am doing and what I'm saying to you is what I am supposed to be doing. I'm listening to my mission. I'm listening to my calling. And I'm praying for us, and I'm praying for you, and I'm encouraging you to be very busy with taking care of your self-reliance for you and your family. That comes in many forms: paying off debt, food and water and medicine, etc., etc. All the things we've talked about for years, guys. I want you to know that today was the most meaningful Easter that I've ever had in my life. Because it has, this weekend, from Friday to this morning, solidified to myself my whole existence and what I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't cry at church this morning. I actually rejoiced this morning. I didn't get emotionally upset or, tearful. I was actually enjoying and rejoicing in the Spirit of God this morning in church and all day long, because I have been validated in my mind, in my heart, and in my spirit, and in my soul that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And anybody that's out there that is telling you that you're not supposed to be, you need to question where that voice is coming from. Anybody that makes you question yourself in terms of the good things in life, of taking care of you and your children and your grandbabies and your community, and you having the bravery and the courage to speak out and say, please be preparing, please be doing. It's not about whether we think or fear that we may look crazy. It's about knowing that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We have a job. This is what Easter has been for me this weekend. It's the best resurrection celebration day I've ever had in my whole life. And I've had good ones. I wish my papa was here. If you're questioning what you need to be doing, please be praying. I have. And I feel God showed up and said, here's what you need to be doing. And even a little bit further on, when I may have been questioning myself, he showed me again what I'm supposed to be doing and what I'm supposed to be saying. I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday weekend. I hope that you have many blessings to rejoice in, and I hope that this week is very busy for you. We're going to have beautiful weather this weekend. We're going to be back up in the 80s. We got down near freezing, but now we're going to bounce up into the 80s. And what does that mean? It means we're pushing mid-April. It means gardening season is just around the corner for us. There's a lot to do. Please pay off your debts as best you can. Please be talking to people as best you can. Please be staying in prayer as best and as often as you can. I'll put the link down below to his channel in the description. I'll actually put that video, and you can go to I'm pretty sure it's 6 minutes and 8 seconds. I couldn't believe it. I had to start it over. I was like, did I hear that right? So you can take this video for what it's worth to you, but I hope that it convicts some folks to think about and to pray and to ask the question of what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Lord, tell me and show me what all I need to be doing for my family. What do you need me to do? He's going to show up. He's going to show up. And folks, get ready for it, because one day not only is he going to show up, but at some point he's going to show out. And I want to be on the right side of that. I want to be on the right side of that. A lot of videos coming your way this week. We hope that you've had a wonderful weekend. Like, subscribe, and share. God bless you and your family. Don't question it. You're on a mission. Don't stop. We'll see you guys on the next video.